just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I need you, baby. Trust in me when I say okay. Literally, before I do anything, music. Music. It's like when I'm in the car, it's like I can't even drive unless I find my songs that I'm gonna play. But then back in the day, it used to get me in too much trouble. Like, I remember the day that I had 3 tickets in one, because sometimes the music just be bumping a bit too good. You guys drive safe. Don't be like me. It wasn't like 3 bad tickets though. It was, okay, one was speeding, seatbelt, and license plate covers. License plate, you guys. It's so long ago. I don't remember if it was license plate. Oh, it was license plate. It was license plate, because he couldn't see my license plate properly. And I was like, so why would they even sell manufacturer license plate covers that are too dark? But now you're gonna give me a ticket for it. But anywho, yeah. Whenever you see my hair in a bun or any type of slick back updo, usually it's because I'm about to wash soon, because I don't like to put a whole bunch of product in my hair after I already put in product. Oh my gosh, the heater's on. You could probably hear me so much better now. I'm so sorry. But yeah, whenever you see my hair like this, you need to be washed it. I feel like it's been over a week. Usually I wash my hair every week, you guys. So I want to detangle it today, and I don't do much when I'm detangling it, but I'm going to wash it in the morning. I'm not going to wash it tonight, mainly because I'm tired. And normally if I wash it, I would have to do my curly hair routine same time. Anyways, usually I detangle it the night before, and then I wash it, mainly because I like to let the oil sit on my scalp. My scalp is my #1 issue when it comes to my hair. Okay, so I'm also going to be sharing with you guys some natural hair tips, because whenever I hear people and their hair stories sometimes with their natural hair, brace yourself, okay? My hair is pretty crazy. Yo, one of the moms at my daughter's school came up to me today and was like, your hair is so pretty or so beautiful or something. And I'm thinking, if only you knew what's really going on with it. I want to share with you guys some natural hair tips. I feel like I haven't shared any in a while. Not that there's so many, but just in case you haven't been around for my other videos. And sometimes, you know, the delivery can come off a little bit different depending on the vibe or whatever. But like, you guys, I would never steer you guys wrong. What is the point of lying to you? Why not tell you what the real deal is? You guys, it's not hard to grow your natural hair. That's the big secret. It's not hard. If anything, I feel like a lot of people don't have the long natural hair that they want because they are overthinking it. You know, I feel like they're just buying too many things, putting too many things in your hair, and stressing about it. You don't want to stress. If it's one thing, my hair, I'm losing a lot of hair right now because I'm stressed. So the last thing you want to do is stress about having long hair, because it's going to ruin your hair. Okay, so yeah, tip #1, don't stress. Okay, don't stress it. My hair very knotted right now, very much knotted. Okay, but yeah, I have to do it. I didn't want to face it because sometimes it's worse than I think. But yeah, I'm just fluffing it out right now because I had it in the bun. It's just stuck. When you are detangling your hair, you want to make sure that you do it in sections. Sections are your best friend when it comes to detangling. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is detangle it. And you see right here, this is my problem area no matter what. Even when it comes to my length, it's right here. See, it's all tangly, but you want to take your time. You want to take your time with your hair. My youngest has the most thickest hair out of all of us. If I try to comb her hair very fast when I'm detangling it, it's not gonna work. But I realize when I take my time, yo, it detangles way faster. You guys can see me properly. Is that a little better? I hope so. The lighting in my room is not the greatest, you guys. This is the most ridiculous 4 sections probably ever. And you're gonna want to tuck them away as best as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna be working with this section first. Normally when you guys hear hair tips, right? One of the main hair tips is like, don't ever brush out your hair when it's dry. Always make sure it's wet. Confession. I 5 times out of 10, I'm brushing my hair out when it's dry. Okay? And that's the truth, but my hair is still long. Is that necessarily true for me? No, it's not true. But is it good for my hair? Probably not. You know, I don't have the greatest hair, but I have long hair and I can style it nicely. It's all right. It can curl, it can do all of that, but I do some things to it that you shouldn't really do. So when it's like, okay, don't brush it out when it's dry, you guys, I've done it many times. Also because I know I need to trim off some more, even though I just recently did a trim. I'm going to listen to that rule and I'm going to add some water to it because it does help it when you listen to the rules sometimes. But is it like an ultimate rule where you're not going to have long hair? No. No, I've done it. The last time I brushed out my hair, it was dry. Okay? It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, but I've done it and still have long hair. Okay, so you're going to want to start from the bottom. Start from the bottom. This is a rule you don't want to break. And I'm using this brush because do I have another brush other than my Denman brush? No. So I use my curl brush and I brush it out. Now it sounds like my hair is ripping out, but it's not. And to be honest, do I feel like it's doing a better job when it's a bit wet? Yeah. Am I more worried when it's dry? No, wasn't really worried. You want to try to make sure it's a bit wet when you are brushing it out because some people's hair, it's gonna affect it big time. Even my hair, it will cause more breakage and stuff like that, but it wasn't like the biggest deal for me. Like that wasn't like something that I stood by all the time. There was other things that I really stood by, which I'm gonna get into. You want to start from the bottom, you guys. Do not start from up here unless you want damaged hair, no hair pretty soon. You can start from up here, but you want to work your way and you want to hold it. You want to hold your hair too. You want to hold and brush. See, now that I'm at the top almost, so easy to go through. Okay guys, and this is pretty much what you want to do for each section. You can have 2 different hair in your head too. I always knew I had 2 different hair in my head because even my dad, he had 2 different hair in his head. He'd always talk about it. This batch of hair has always been different from this batch of hair, and I could easily pull them apart. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's breakage. I've trimmed my hair a lot and it's just always like this here. And even when I look through my dad's hair, he has like 2 different textures. This is so much more like more, I can glide through it more. This is more coarse. And it's just always been like that. So now that I'm done this, I'm gonna start putting the oils in it from now. I'm just using regular pure coconut oil. I get this literally from the grocery store and I just buy the cheapest one that I see. Like as long as it's pure 100%, you can melt it down. I mean, it melts down by the time I start rubbing it like this. Sometimes you see some big old flakes in my hair. It's really just the oil. You know, sometimes it's flakes because I got a scalp problem, but normally it's just oils. And I gotta put it on my scalp and I rub it in. This is why I keep my hair like this until the next day, so that it can penetrate in my scalp. And my scalp desperately needs it. And also because, like, to be honest, I love a hair mask, but do I really want to sit there and do one all the time? No. So this is like my hair mask. The rest, I just rub it in my hand so that it can melt down for the most part. This stubborn piece right there. And I just put it in my hair. Just because I don't like tension in my hair, I'm just gonna do it as a twist. But you can braid it, you could twist it. I'll most likely just put it in a bun so that it doesn't unravel. It's just gonna stay like this for now. Like, I'm not gonna leave it. When I'm done everything, I'm gonna take it out and do that oil thing that I just did. But for the meantime, I'm just gonna set it aside. And I'm gonna do this to all 4 sections. So before I do this back one, I want to show you guys how matted this is, okay? So this is why it's good to also use water in it so that you can get this dealt with. And when it's really matted like this, I like to pull it apart a little bit with my hands first, just to have less manipulation in there. But if you're having trouble doing this part, just start from the bottom and brush up. Sometimes that helps if you have a lot of detangling and you're just like, you can't get it out. Just do what I was doing earlier with the brush, because I'm not even going to do this too much. I'm just doing it in that middle section where I showed you that my hair is a bit different. But I like to just pull it apart with my fingers first and then do the same like what I did over here. I already did this one and I'm on this one right now. I wet it and everything. So I'm just gonna add the oils to this. You guys, oils is so good for using on your hair and your scalp. Natural oils. I used to buy the oils that contain other things other than the pure oil, and I had to stop doing that because even though my hair would grow in length, my hair would break a lot. Okay, so my hair would always grow long. Okay, I'm gonna knock on some wood. My hair would always be growing long. I never really had a problem with growing my hair, but I had a problem with breakage on my ends. But the more I learned my hair, it got better. Growing up, I had a lot of split ends. My length retention was the problem, you guys. Like, so your hair is most likely growing, okay? But you're doing a lot of things that may be causing it to break a lot and to shed and even stop growing. Usually if your hair is not growing, for me, it could be because I not even stressed out, because stress is causing my hair to break, but like even your scalp has a big deal. Your hair is coming out of your scalp, right? It's growing out of your scalp because of what you put into your body too, which we're going to get into that. But your scalp, you want to treat your scalp very good. There was a time in my life where my hair, it would break, and not even from the bottom, it was breaking in long strands. And that was a time when my scalp was so unmanageable for me, and I didn't realize or even know what to do at the time. But because my scalp was a mess, my hair would just break off, and I was losing hair by the loads, okay? But I was also growing it, right? I would grow a lot of hair, but I would lose a lot of hair. So if I understood how to deal with my hair and my scalp at that time, I probably would have had like too much hair to even manage. But I realized that I had to learn more about how to deal with my scalp. For me, my scalp has come such a long way, and I am proud of myself for it. When you start to learn your hair, it helps. When you start to learn what products to use, what products not to use, big deal. A lot of the times your hair isn't look at me going too far up. A lot of the time, and that's because I'm talking now. If I was literally doing this without doing all this, I probably would have, you know, took my time a little bit more. But what was I saying? You don't want to, I hope this is what I was saying. you don't want to use too many products in your hair, you guys, and I say this over and over and over again. You don't want to even use too many products at one time, because then you're not going to really know what is really going on. You don't want to be using nothing too thin to be breaking your hair. So many things, but the main thing is length retention. Your hair most likely is going to grow, but it's how are you retaining your length? Are you giving yourself the necessary trims? Now, trims you only need if you have split ends. So if you have split ends, cut them off. But I wasn't cutting off my split ends on time. That would cause me to lose a lot of hair if I went to the salon and got a trim. When I say salon, back then I went to my cousin. She worked at the salon. She was the only one all up and through my hair, because if you know me, I don't let people up in my hair like that. Don't just let anybody up in your hair. No, don't. Yes, there are stylists out there that do hair, whatever, but even when it comes to that, that's why you see people stick to their barber, stick to their stylist. Once you find somebody that you can trust, it's even hard to move away from them. For the longest time, I'm like, nobody's going in my hair. Now I go online and I see how people deal with people, like their clients and stuff, and I'm like, man, I wish I could go to this person to do my hair, but normally they don't even live where I live. I would literally spend the money to go to somebody that I trust, because sometimes I do want a better cut than what I'm giving myself, or I want to put color in my hair, but it's just that I don't trust people up in my hair. Sometimes I'm like, I want like a nice cut, you know, just to get loose of certain things, but I'm like, that cut, I know I cannot do it myself. And basically what I'm trying to say is, like, people are bad mind to people's hair. You know, people are jealous of people with hair. If you have good hair, people will want to do some bad things to you. So to even put their hands in your hair, like, be mindful of who you let touch your hair, okay? Basically, when it comes to your hair, it's like you don't want to overthink it because you don't want to stress, but then you also want to be mindful of a lot of things. Just putting pure things in your body, because remember, whatever comes out of us, like even our hair, our skin and all of that, it has to do with what we are eating and what we're drinking. So you want to make sure that you're drinking a lot of water, even natural fruits that have water, coconut water and stuff like that. Just stay hydrated, because you know, you want that to come flowing back out even into your hair and your skin. Me being the budgeter that I am and not overspending on things when it even came to my hair, I feel like it really worked in my benefit, because it didn't make me go experiment and buy all of this nonsense that probably would have killed my hair in the first place. So you want to be mindful to not spend too much. You guys, I grew my hair for free. Growing up, my mom only used Blue Magic in my hair. I remember there being a hot comb, pink lotion, and yeah, Blue Magic, pink lotion, the olive oil spray, and a big comb. That was it. And I would just put it in a big braid. Less is more. Don't overdo it. Also, the biggest thing I want to tell you, I don't understand why people think certain protective styles like braids are good for your hair. They're not. They're not. Yes, you may see, oh my gosh, my hair grew because I had the braids in for so long, but by the time you comb that out, no, by the time you comb out those braids, your hair are gone. Ain't no good no more. It's not good. You know how much hair I've lost by putting in braids? If I put in braids, most likely I'll put in braids again, you guys. But is it to grow my hair and to keep it healthy? No, it's not for that. It's definitely not gonna do that. Not for me. My hair is thin, you guys. I know it may look like I have a lot of hair, but it's super thin. Maybe if you have thicker hair, I don't recommend box braids and stuff like that. No, that shit pulls on your hair. And the thing is, you want to always make sure that you're washing your hair. You're not washing your hair at all, or even washing it properly if you have, I just have oils in my hand, if you have box braids in your hair. No, it don't work. In my opinion, it don't work. By the time you comb that out, hair damage, your scalp wasn't washed properly, your hair wasn't washed properly, you lost more hair than you thought you gained. Even if you got length, the retention is not there because of all the breakage. Be careful of the protective styles that you use. And if you want to see a video where I show you guys the best protective styles, let me know in the comments and I will get that out for you. I'm just massaging my scalp and the oil. I do this a lot, you guys. Massaging your scalp is very good for your hair growth. It's good for your brain too. I love doing this with the oils. And yeah, all I'm gonna do after this is I'm gonna wrap it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna show you guys this new way to wrap your hair if you only have a scarf, you guys. I learned this yesterday. So I put my hair up so that it's easier for me to do this. So you take the scarf, you tie one side like that, and then you take the other side and you tie. You just want to make one knot, okay? Like that. Okay, so now you're gonna take one side from each, like one from each, and then you're gonna tie this now. I'm gonna keep those over there, right? You're gonna tie this like this, but you want to double tie this one. Make sure you want to keep the hair inside. So you want to double tie this so that it stays. You guys, I could probably do it better, but this is my second time doing this, okay? And you're gonna take the front and you're gonna stuff it in there. And now these two ends, you want to pull it a bit. Isn't that cool? And then you just tie it back here. It doesn't look the greatest, you guys, but when I tell you it's staying on easier than how I used to tie it, game changer. It's like a little bonnet, okay? It looks funny. I wish I could take the scrunchie out. You don't have to do it with the scrunchie, but I really wanted to show you guys. I probably would have took my time with it and just made the hair stay in there without scrunchie, but when I have my curls in, that's the thing. When I have my curls in, it's easier for me to do this. I had my curls in last night, so it was easier. Don't mind how funny I look. But tying your hair up with a silk scarf or a bonnet is a game changer. I used to never do that to my hair. My hair is more dry when I don't have this on. The moisture gets ripped out of my hair if I don't wrap it up at night. I stick by a lot of the things that I say, but something that's repetitive for me is this. The way I brushed it, everything you see me talk about and do today are the things that I just naturally do. You don't have to tell me to do those things. They just naturally happen. You'll know if you really want something. You're going to do what it takes naturally to get there. It's like if you go to the gym and you care about your health and your wellness and your fitness, you're going to go to the gym every day. Same thing when it comes to your hair. I know hair might not be so serious as your health, but if it's something important to you, you're going to just naturally start creating habits and a routine to even get to the steps that you need to get the results that you want. When it came to my hair, I just naturally took care of my hair. And it was just it just naturally came to me. It wasn't something where I just started to learn and do. No, it was just a natural instinct because my mom would always brush out my hair when I was young and just do the simple things. So I would just do the simple things. I wasn't doing the extreme things. And then she also had longer hair than me. But then I learned what not to do from the things that she was doing. Like she permed her hair, colored her hair, did all the works to her hair. So it's like I never permed my hair. I never put permanent color in my hair. I didn't do all the wild things that she did to her hair to my hair, because I was like, okay, do this in order to get good hair and don't do this. Just being mindful when it comes to what you really want in life. If you really want nice long hair, you can get really nice long hair if you follow my channel, if you subscribe. If you guys want to see more, all you have to do is let me know in the comments and I will get the videos out to you. This is about it for this video, you guys. It was about showing you guys how I detangle my hair. It wasn't about styling or anything. I know I've been doing a lot of chit chat videos these days because, you know, it's the ending of the year and that's just where I'm at right now. That's where my mind is at. I plan to do a lot more other things, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm changing a lot. Life is also just lifing as well. I feel things different than I used to back then. I'm not saying I don't care about a lot of things, but the way I care is a little bit different. I'm pouring into me a lot, and I've always wanted to sit down and talk to you guys and stuff like that. There's so many things that I want to accomplish in life that I haven't got to yet. I'm just following my heart right now. And I'm not perfect, but I read a lot of God's word. I read a lot of the Bible. Every day I try to plug in some time and just read so that I can understand myself and just get more discernment about everything that's going on around me, because there's so much happening, you guys, out there. The year's coming to an end. You may just be entering a new season, but just trust your process, you guys. You know, just because it may look like something is going well for somebody else and not well for you, it's a lie. It's a damn lie. Okay, things just look away on the surface for a lot of people, but for me, I never let my struggles just show. I try to just do my hair and just keep up as best as I can and just not let my struggle shine. I just try to make the best of me through the storm. So I hope this video was helpful when it comes to your hair and when it comes to your mind and your heart, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.